Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Christy Van with Vantastic Finances, and on this channel I talk about Velocity Banking. So today I am working with a couple in Knoxville, Tennessee, and they are a young couple just getting started and they have found themselves in debt. And we want to teach them Velocity Banking while they're young so that as they grow in age, they'll grow in wisdom as to how to use their money, unlike any of us were taught to actually use it, right? So if I bring value to you in these videos, would you please like and subscribe on the videos, because we want to get this word out to as many people as possible. And I learned that if you like and comment and subscribe, that somehow YouTube sends that out and makes it available to more people or something. So if you would do that and spread the word, because I am getting so much great feedback from you guys telling me how you are learning this strategy, how it is changing your financial futures. And I even had one tell me tonight that she felt like she was in Quantum Leap or something, by the way she had learned this, and it had taken her from, the level of just absolute paycheck to paycheck poverty to the future is wide open and you can do anything you want to do with it. So if you stay with me, I will teach you what I know. As I learn, you all can learn with me, and we can grow together to become better people financially, okay? So let's discuss what's going on with this couple. They have good income. They're at $5,900 a month, and they have their living expenses and their debt payments come to $5,813 a month, which leaves them with an $87 cash flow. They were even talking about selling their house because they think that if they rent for a while that they would be able to get their debt straightened out. And I said, just hold on, let me look at it and let's see what we can figure out here. So I think they're going to be really happy with what we've come up with. So right at this point, they have no HELOCs, no LOCs, but they have great credit scores, so they're going to go get one. Their mortgage is $260,000 at $1,308 a month. Their truck is $36,278 with a $528 payment. The car is $13,632 with a $462 payment. They have a consolidated debt loan they did. I wish I had gotten in touch with them before they had this happen, but they do have a loan where they've consolidated some medical bills, I think. And it's $92.88 balance with a $495 payment. The Discover card is at $3,800 with a $200 payment, and Chase is at $1,800 with a $150 payment. So, as we do with Velocity Banking, we try to pick a line of credit and make all of our expenses go into that line. On this one, we have decided to use Discover, because one, the Discover balance is high and we can help knock it down like this, but they're going to put all of their expenses onto the Discover card and they will pay it off on the due date every month, saving any more interest, and transferring that amount in will cancel this payment out, so that will increase their cash flow because they need it, right? Okay, so all of their expenses are going to go into the Discover, which will then pay them back cash rewards from 1.5% to 3%. So that will help them offset the interest that they're going to be paying on their line of credit as soon as they get it, because I know they can get it with their high credit scores. I'm not worried about that because they're not loaded. They're doing good. With their new line of credit, they're going to grab this debt loan. This is the high interest loan I'm sure that they got to cover or to consolidate medical expenses such as that. So we're going to throw that into this new LOC, which will immediately wipe out this $495 payment. That will be gone. And then they will start doing the income in, the expenses out of this new line of credit. So now their expenses will be $51.18 because we took off the $495 off of the $58.13, okay? So when their expenses come out, their balance will be at $85.0698. All I did was I took these two numbers, the low and the high, and I did the interest based on that. So the interest I figured would be at 15% at most for a line of credit. So they'll have a 15% interest added throughout this board. $73.33 is the interest for the first month, leaving their balance at $85.80. In month 2, they come in, do another income transfer, bringing their balance back down to $26.80.31. Their expenses will go back in, and remember, your expenses come out slowly through the month so that this average daily balance on this line of credit stays low throughout the month. It's never going to be at the $92.88, okay? Because every time they put in an income transfer, it's going to bring that balance way down, and then it'll slowly come back up through the month, okay? So in month 2, they make the deposit of the income, brings it down, the expenses come out, then the interest goes in. I figured the low and the high again at 15%. Then their balance is $78.62.90. Month 3, they'll make another income deposit. The expenses will come out, the interest will come out, and that'll leave their balance at $71.36.65. And in month 4, they'll do it again. Income in, expenses and interest out, and the balance $64.01.45. Then at the start of month 5, we're going to come over here and grab this Chase card, $1,800. Going to pay it off, bringing the balance back up to $82.01.45. The income deposit goes in month 5, $5,900, bringing the balance down to $23.01.45. Their expenses have reduced here because they no longer have this $150 Chase payment, right? Because when we paid that off, we got to knock it off of our expenses over here. So their expenses now at $49.68, and the interest $44.81 brings the balance to $73.14.26. I went ahead and did a quick figure so that I could move quickly through this video, and that is month 6, $64.30.32. Month 7, after the income in, expenses out, interest out, is $55.35.48. And then in month 8, they're down to paying their expenses mainly. So we're going to go ahead and throw the car in there at $13,632. That was a $462 a month payment. That now is gone. The $14,632 has been added up here. Now, is it going to be $13,632 in 8 months? No, it's not, because they've been making the $462 payments a month anyway. So I just went ahead and threw that in here with the little bit that was left over after the expenses down here. And then we're going to start again, okay? So the income will go in month 8. And then the expenses and the interest will come out, leaving the balance at $12,382.02. Month 9, we do it again. Income in, expenses and interest out. $11,104.31 will be the balance. And then I went ahead and figured it for month 10, month 11, month 12, and month 13. We are back down to where the $5,900 will wipe this out, and we're paying nothing but expenses, just like we were over here in month 7. So in 13 months less than, because remember, we figured that because we figured that car at $13,632, knowing it wouldn't be that balance at 8 months, okay? So we left a little room for error there. And that means that in 1, 2, 3, 4, they have gotten rid of 4 of their issues. being the problem with having too much debt, and too much of their cash flow was going into the debt, and that has brought their cash flow up, their expenses down, and now all they have to do is work on the truck next. Now, they have the option of getting a first lien HELOC, which means that it would take over this $260,000 and literally wipe these payments out to where they could slowly start paying everything off just by doing income in, expenses out. With that too, I did not do that scenario due to I wanted to show them that if they took the shortest route of going to the bank and getting a $15,000 HELOC, that they could still be in great shape within a year and feel good about not even getting the mortgage paid off if they didn't want to. That is based on an individual's decision. So I hope that this video brought you value. I hope that you are wrapping your mind around how easy it is to get our debt under control. Stop letting the debt control you. I'm always saying, step back away from the debt, look around, life is happening out here while you're stressed out about being pressed up against this debt. You are not between a rock and a hard place. There is a way out, as I believe that everybody that has a will to get out of debt and live at peace, you will be able to find it, and I can help you do that. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you want to contact me, there are links below that you can fill out contact forms. You can even schedule calls or whiteboard appointments with me, and I would love to meet you. Everyone I meet is wonderful. You all are always so kind with your words, and I do appreciate you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.